Ellis Beefeaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Hey, you bastards.
Neil wakes me up in the morning. Neil wakes me up with a smile. Drinking my coffee, munching on my donut. With Singapore on the dial.
Get ready to go to school with Neil. With Singapore on the dial.
Driving to work in my rolls with a darling Neil. With Singapore on my dial. Oh, really?
Neil, 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 that's sweet. No one, yeah. Neil, 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 Neil. No one, yeah. Neil, 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 that's sweet. No one, yeah. Neil, 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 Neil. No one, yeah. Neil, 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 that's sweet. No one, yeah. Neil, Neil.
So Glenn was just saying it's too bad he won't be here to hear that great travel show with his close personal friend Irene Ritchie.
Yes, I'm just distraught.
I bet you are.
I won't be in town to hear the
Oh, look at that. You know something? I can actually eat that now.
wonderful show.
You know, it just dawned on me. You don't know about this Atkins diet, do you? Well, you don't need it.
No.
But anyway, the bottom line is I can eat all of this stuff now, and as long as I don't eat the bun, it's great. It's on the Atkins. It's okay.
Well, you never were into buns too heavy.
That's true.
Yes.
Adam, on the other hand,
That's right.
is heavily into buns, especially if they're attached to Muddy Bell. Look at that. He's just drooling all over himself. Get him a spittle cup or something, will you? Incredible. Oh, my God. And now look at this. I knew he'd muscle in here somewhere. This is a man who has made my life almost useless. I don't even have time to... Seriously, have you ever had a situation where you go home and you don't even have time to slip a fart out? I mean, when you walk in the door and the phone is ringing. This man, if there's anybody who needs to get a life, this is the guy right here, Rimmer. Nice call on the game last night, too. By the way, look at this. Signed by Luke Robitaille. Look at that, my good, close personal friend. So where's Luke? This is a good start. Where the hell is Luke? Look at the size of that thing. It's a hockey stick, signed autograph personally to Neil. Happy 20th anniversary. Your friend, Luke Robitaille. I always knew he was my type.
You told me to get a hobby, right? I got a hobby.
And what
Snore for Neil.
There you go. Great. Where's my Bill Hewitt?
All right, I want you to stand up for this one. Too bad we're not on television.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, that's beautiful. That's a Panthers jersey with my name on the back. And what's the number on it? 20 with a Luke Robitaille number on the back. That's a beautiful thing. Although I see that was bad. I should have said with Brian Scrudlin's number on the back.
Yeah, he's going to...
I'm just kidding, Brian. It was just a joke.
They're going to retire the number now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to wear it.
I would think so. Especially
Put it on.
Especially
Put the
after
jersey
that penalty
on.
you got last night.
Awful officiating.
The worst I've ever seen in my life. And the linesman, the most obnoxious, hateful. What do you mean, put it on? Are you orchestrating
Put it on.
here, too?
Yeah.
Put this on, okay? Stick it up your ass, Rimmer.
Put the jersey on. We want to get a
You
picture
put it
with the
on.
jersey on.
I think this was
It's got
worn
your
by
name
Denise
on it.
Potvin.
No,
It's
actually,
it's like
Dennis...
a little girly jersey. It was worn by Denise.
Actually, Dennis's store makes all the jerseys for the Panthers.
Yeah, and they
You got to put it on.
Are you going to try to tell me that Denise Potvin, his store, made this for me?
Well, courtesy the Florida Panthers.
Oh, the Florida
It's a
Panthers
gift from the
made this
Panthers,
for me.
right.
From who? Now, who's responsible for this?
Greg Boris and the Panther Hockey Club.
What is it? Oh, my God, look who we got here. It's Old Sour Grapes himself.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to... Oh, it's not your birthday.
It's anniversary. Grapes, how you doing?
Anniversary. I
Happy
can't believe this.
birthday, dear, and anniversary, dear Neil. Happy birthday to you.
Do you hear?
Like that.
Rimmer just brought me an autographed Luke Robitaille stick. How do you like that? And I told him,
has it got a mask on it?
and I told him where to stick it. Yeah, it's got one of those big, heavy Max on it. Now, listen, I want to tell you something, okay? Can I tell you something, Cherry?
Sure.
Will you stop with all this baloney alibiing? I'm watching. I'm in tears every day of the week. Now, the Leafs haven't won a game since before Foster Hewitt was a baby, okay? And every week you come on there on that damn show of yours and you're saying, well, they're a little bit tight. They're squeezing the sticks. They're squeezing something too tight, but I don't think it's the sticks. You know what I'm saying, Don? They're squeezing something real tight, okay?
What are they squeezing?
I don't know. I can't say it on the air, but you can use your own imagination. Hey, they're sticking the joint out. Talk about a choke outfit. What the hell is this?
Breaks.
Huh?
Remember, have you ever seen a team get tough breaks like those guys?
Tough breaks.
I'm telling you, I'm a Leaf fan, too, a closet Leaf fan.
right. Sure
Obviously, Panthers first and foremost.
Listen,
But growing
you
up
don't
in...
like those guys that hide in the closet, right?
Well,
Exactly.
hey,
That's
especially
right.
Neil. But,
Especially Denise Potvin.
the way they seem to lose, I mean, they're winning in the third period, and they're giving up bad goals.
I've been watching hockey a long time. I have never seen a team up 2-0, 3-1
Yep.
for about 2 months now.
Yeah.
They get stupid penalties at the wrong time. I mean, it's incredible. They've never gotten. Once in a while you might get an easy goal, right?
Yeah.
Never.
No lucky bunch. They're like a lot of guys I know, Grapes. They just keep blowing it.
Don't worry about it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Same thing as squeezing it, right?
Right. They're very close, very similar. So now we got this big trade. They finally got rid of some of the dead weight there yesterday. They got rid of that big goon, Sergio Momesso, and poor Billy Berg, who hasn't been the same since Peter Zezel and Mark Osborne left. And
I don't understand Momesso. I hear he is living in the town. He's making close to $1 million.
Yeah.
It just seems as if he didn't care. I'm predicting that he goes to New York and he turns it on. I mean, I don't understand the guy. He didn't look like he didn't care making $1 million.
That's right. He didn't care.
Hey, Grapes, the Leafs' luck's going to change because, you know what the Toronto Maple Leafs are sending Neil for his 20th anniversary?
What?
A jersey autographed by the whole team with the number 20 on it.
Oh, all right.
Bob Pulford's old number.
Oh, yeah?
And after only 3 years of begging, he's finally getting me a tape with Bill Hewitt on there from the '67 Stanley Cup.
Game 7 of the finals.
When we won the Memorial Cup, Billy Hewitt, he did his first broadcast back in 51-52.
Really?
Yes, back in, he was the broadcaster, so I just thought I'd throw that in, seeing he's sort of your hero.
Well, you better keep working on that Hall of Fame thing for me, Grapes, because, if you don't get it, I already got Swivelmouth working on it up there in Montreal now,
Who's Swivelmouth?
Dick Irvin.
Oh, yeah.
I got old Dick Irvin working on it. We had him on the air, and he agreed with me. He said he's sitting on he's on the committee, and he's going to put the name on the table, and he says, I'm absolutely right. It's a grotesque oversight, and he says, don't count on that cherry to get it done. You'll never get it done.
Oh, me with the Hall of Fame. They don't let me near it, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure of that.
You know where Grapes is calling, or where we got him? We got him in L.A. He and Rose are out in Los Angeles to do Hockey Night in Canada Saturday night. And talked to Timmy yesterday at home, Don.
Yes.
And he told me where you're staying. They're in Beverly Hills. You're really treating Rose well this week.
Listen, why not? You only go through this way once. I was with McLean last night, right?
Yeah.
Get this. He orders caviar, $120. Imagine that. I played a whole week when I was in the American League for $120.
And this wasn't Ron McLean. This was Doug McLean. I knew there was a reason we folded up in that game last night. We didn't have no coach on the bench. He was out there with Sherry.
How about you're not going to ask me about Gretzky?
Well, that's what I was going to get to. What's going
something? I don't want to even waste. Now, you go ahead and say what you want. I wouldn't even waste my time with that guy. I'm so sick and tired. There's some real good articles that they were quoting from last night. It's about time somebody ripped him an ass. I'm tired of his greed. I'm tired of this bullcrap. Yeah, he scored a goal last night. Big stinking deal. Wayne Gretzky's a shadow of what he used to be. He's divisive. He sits around. He tells the general manager and the coach who can be on the team and who can't be on the team. I hope Mike Keenan gets all the more grief from him, just like they got in L.A. And by the way, look how great L.A. was with him the last however many years. Look how they stunk the joint out the last couple of years.
What can I say?
In addition to which, if you remember 3 years ago, which I know you remember, when he cheap-shotted your buddy Dougie Gilmore there in the playoffs in that sixth game and should have got a 5-minute major and wound up staying in the game and scoring a winning goal in overtime. That's your buddy Wayne Gretzky.
I'm stunned.
So as a Leafs fan, he can blow it out his ass. How do you like that?
I'm stunned. I can't say a word. I can't top that one, Rimmer.
Because you know it's all true. That's why. So listen, get now. And also, I don't want any more bad news on my anniversary here. And look at the food pouring in here. I wish you could be here to see this. You just pass out. Let me ask you something. You guys are in L.A., which pisses me off. You should be in Dallas now, okay? You should always be wherever the Leafs are playing. Forget about those frogs, okay? We know how you feel.
Listen to this one.
Now, don't tell me that Coley and Harry Neal are with you guys in L.A. and are doing that second game.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Coley and them are down in Dallas.
Oh, thank God for that.
I don't know what I'm doing out here, but Rose wanted a vacation, so I'm out here.
Oh, that explains it. There you go.
And the sun's not shining.
Yeah. Well, listen, tell Pat Burns that they better win when they're set. I'm surprised he's still there, because he's going to wind up being the guy that's going to take the fall.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think that...
I love Pat Burns.
Yeah, Pat's going to be there. Honestly, I'm not making excuses for them, but I have never seen. I've never seen.
But I got news for you. I got news for you, Grapes. Calgary is on the verge of catching them. Winnipeg has got 3 games in hand. They're going to catch them. You know, they're not going to make the playoffs if they don't win one sometime this year. You know,
they are going to make the playoffs, and they're going to make some noise. If not, you phone me up and berate me like you just did Gretzky. Okay.
Okay, I'll make noise like you never heard if they don't make it this year.
Well, listen, happy anniversary and many more of them, and keep going and keep squeezing those things. Okay.
We're squeezing them, Grapes.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. There goes Don Cherry. I like the way he always says toodaloo. That butches up his image. Those Canadians go nuts when he says that. Look at the food in here. Look at the size of that cake. I have never seen anything that big since JC walked out. Look at the size of that.
It's been great. We've just been eating up a storm.
Well, I was out with Don Cherry.
Yeah.
You were ignoring it. See, it's like old times all over again. I'm talking sports and you're eating and ignoring it.
The food is unbelievable.
See, there you go.
And now you're done? Oh, shoot.
I'm done with what? No, but now I'm doing a spot, so just keep eating.
Oh, good.
1116 at WIOD. Fine leather furniture is valued all over the world for its durability, its beauty, its comfort. And now here's your chance to get great leather furniture made to order at a great price and delivered in just 2 weeks. It's the Leather Center. I know you're heavily into leather. That's the only manufacturer... Anybody who's listening that builds to order, sells direct, offers a limited lifetime guarantee, and delivers in just 2 weeks. Imagine the luxury and durability of hand-upholstered top-grain leather on solid hardwood frames. And by the way, do I need a new sofa badly? Imagine the range of choices you get with 10 grades of leather, over 50 furniture styles, and more than 70 colors to pick from. Compare and you'll find that nobody else delivers like the Leather Center. Right now, Leather Center is celebrating George's 41st birthday. Funny, George, you don't look a day over like 30. Since he's one of the owners, you get up to 41% off Leather Center's factory direct prices. Hurry, because that party ain't going to last long. Discover Leather Center today at 41% off. You'll be sorry if you don't. In Miami at Dadeland Plaza on South Dixie Highway and at 3800 North Miami Avenue. In Boca, 7940 North Federal Highway. Check it out soon. The Leather Center.
10 WIOD Armored Car is loaded with Miami Grand Prix tickets. And today from noon till 1 p.m., we'll hand them out free at Hooters, Town and Country Center in Kendall. Free tickets to see the Indy cars. Noon today at Hooters and Kendall. From News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
Thanks, Anna Maria. What is it? Hopefully it's worth a lot of money and I can get out of here. Oh, look at that. Woo! Is that from Orvieto's by any chance?
Actually, I made it myself.
You made it yourself.
I happen to be listening to you
Look at that.
frequently.
Yeah.
It didn't take too much time.
On the bottom, it's like a caricature of me made out of, what would you call it? What is that?
It's clay.
Like a clay. Like I said, it's made out of a clay thing, and it's on a stand. I'm sitting on, what is it that I'm sitting on?
It's a cup.
I'm sitting on a cup, once
cup.
worn by Luc Robitaille, right? And I got the mic in my hand, and on the bottom it says 20. Oi! Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful? Well, thanks, Anna Maria. That's very sweet. Thank you. Thanks so much. So that's a beautiful thing. Now, what do we got on here? We got a celebrity caller.
Anybody could do a Neil Rogers kind of show and say dirty words. That kind of broadcasting has appeal to a certain element that I do not desire to appeal to.
And who could blame them? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can barely hear you.
I know how to do it, folks. You ask it, I'll do it. What do you want me to do, Neil? Have me 20 of it. What do you want? Anything you want. What do you want?
What do I want?
I'm on an airplane.
Yeah.
It's my dime.
It's Larry.
It's Larry.
It is Larry.
Yes.
Larry, can I ask you one thing?
Sure.
Loan me $50.
It didn't sound like you.
What is it?
It didn't sound like you.
Larry!
Loan me
Aren't you
$50.
tired of the same joke?
Where the hell are you on the way to?
L.A.
L.A.? What are you going to do? Who are you going to do out there?
We got,
If you could hear how this sounds on the air, Larry, listen to this. Larry! It's Larry in a blender. Larry King in a... Larry, seriously, this is the worst connection I ever heard in my life. Listen. Larry!
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me clearly? Because you sound like you're in a goddamn Ron Popeil Vegematic.
Say hello to Neil.
All right. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Now, listen, are you? Is this the plane that's dropping Pat Buchanan in over the Grand Canyon?
Hold on, let me check.
All right. Make sure you do a good job, Larry.
Yeah, we got Magic Johnson, too, Monday.
Do you?
How you doing?
We're doing great.
20 years.
Isn't that something? 20 years of all this filth and perversion on the radio, and you love every second of it, don't you? Don't you love it, Larry?
No.
Larry, say you love it.
No.
Come on. Come on, Larry. I want an apology for what... Huh? See, every time I try to put him on the spot, all of a sudden, conveniently, you can't hear it anymore. How do you like that? Larry! Larry, can you hear me? Larry, I demand an apology for what you said to Bob Green.
I will not give it to you.
Larry!
I will not give it to you.
What is it?
Who is that?
Who is what?
Who's the man?
Who's what? See, there it goes again. Thanks a lot, Larry. You're the best, baby. Bring us back all that money, sweetheart. Okay, there's Larry King. That was really him. That was really Larry King. Can you believe that? Oh, no, it's off. Okay, yeah.
Larry King does the worst congratulatory phone calls in radio.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. Come on, Larry, give me an apology.
I will not give it to you.
Come on. What a sour ass. That was Larry King. Can you believe that?
Well,
and you know something? See, if we could have had a conversation, if he could have heard me, I'd have said, hey, your good friend Rimmer's here waiting to hear about that good job you got him. Yeah. Oh, that's another one. He can tell you about jobs from Larry King that never materialized.
The Crab House is here for you.
Hey, how you doing, Mr.
House.
Crab?
Oh, yeah.
And what is that? How many meals can I eat? Oh, lobster tails and scallops. Well, that's beautiful, okay? Thank you so much, my amigo. Thank you. Look at that. We got lobster tail. We got scallops. We got weenies.
And from New Age Design Graphics.
New Age Design Graphics. We got a bunch of buttons. Who's back?
Larry.
Oh. Can I hear him now? Larry.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. I can almost hear you now.
I'm going to move around the plane.
Yeah. Well, don't move too much.
I don't understand how astronauts could talk from the moon, and I can't talk from the plane.
Yeah.
Sounds like the plane landed, doesn't
Anyway,
it?
no, we're still. I'm looking out over the Rockies.
You're still in the air?
I'm in the air.
How about the plane?
Good question, Neil.
Now, you didn't really say...
The worst talk radio I've ever heard in my life was on WIOD.
You didn't really say that, did you?
Yeah, I did. I can't believe that station, except for you, Neil.
I knew he loved me. I knew it.
I love Neil Rogers.
Do you?
I'll tell you the problem with the station.
This is
Whenever I'm in Miami, first, whoever the general manager is...
Bob Green. In fact, Bob, you know something? Bob is still wiping the tears from his eyes from the last conversation. We said we got Larry King on the phone. He's in the other room right now weeping like a woman. Seriously, he is.
I'm going to his bar mitzvah.
Are you? In about 4 or 5 years. He's not old enough yet.
When he makes it, yeah. Then,
how about going to his bris? That would be even better.
With the guy in the afternoon does 1,000 voices, right?
Yeah, Phil Hendry.
He doesn't. He's ashamed of his own.
Huh?
He's ashamed of his own.
Yeah, he's ashamed of his own voice. That's right.
Yes, he does other voices.
Right.
Neil, how do you account for 20 years?
How do I feel?
How do you feel?
I feel like Methuselah on a bad day. That's how I feel. I feel like I just sat down with Ucola Katzenstein at WKAT and started my first day, and I went to the First National Bank on Alton Road, and she said, "Do you feel rich now, Neil? For $215 a week." That's how I feel. Incredible.
What was your first break?
Listen to this, Larry.
I went to work and knocked on doors and got a job at a small radio station in Miami Beach, Florida. I did everything. I did the board. I did jock. I did sports. I did news. I did everything. Cleaned up. I did everything.
Is that true?
Yeah, but when you play those tapes, which obviously is part of your shtick, and you have it repeated.
Yeah.
Why do you do that over and over?
For emphasis. We want to make sure they...
Why don't you do something new?
Our audience is a little bit slow. We want to make sure they catch it the 40th or 50th time.
Yeah, 15 years slow.
Exactly.
Try a top 10 list.
Okay, top 10. That's good. I'll start ripping off David Letterman. That would be good. That's original. Hey, listen, there's a guy here that wants to talk to you. You're going to pee in your pants right there on the plane when you hear this voice. How are you, Larry? Larry.
Again.
I said, Larry, how are you?
Who is that?
How soon they forget?
Who is that?
Your hockey friend.
You? Rimmer.
Right.
it's the Grim Rimmer.
Rimmer, what are you doing in that studio?
I came to see my good friend Neil Rogers.
You're the guy he liked.
And not all that much either, Larry. Don't get carried away.
Well, I knew he liked someone. He likes you, Rimmer.
Hey, can't beat it. Join it.
We scored in the last minute and tied you, Emma.
I know. I thought you'd be here last night.
Oh, now he's a Capitals fan. Now he's a Capitals fan. All of a sudden, they got lucky and got a point. Now it's we. Nice going, Larry.
I'm honorary captain of the Caps. Wilma will tell you.
Yeah, he is honorary captain.
Yeah, you and that Craig Berube, you make a good pair.
I'm going to come down in 2 weeks for spring training, and I'm coming to the Rogers studio.
All right.
I'll pick you up and bring you.
That's a deal. I'm inviting you right now. Anytime you're in town, you come in here.
I'm coming. You ring. Cheryl will call me. I'll call her. I'll be there.
We'll feed you. We'll get from the Villa Deli on Walton Road on the beach. We'll bring you the best deli you've had since that crazy place you keep plugging on the air. And it'll be a picnic.
Happy anniversary, Neil.
Thanks, Larry.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
Bye,
Don't drop.
Bye-bye.
Don't drop Pat too hard. There he goes. Can you believe that?
Very unusual.
That is the most.
Very,
That is the most
impressive.
bizarre phone call in 20 years. Seriously, it took me 20 years. What is it that he said? What did he say? He was even kissing my ass.
He never says anything.
He was
said
even
you're
kissing
great.
my ass.
He said you were the only good one after saying you were the worst of the radio. And now he's going to come do a show with you.
That is just.
The worst talk radio I ever heard in my life was on WIOD.
Yeah. He said I was the worst talk show host in America.
I read it in the paper.
The worst.
I read it. There were quotes around
In fact, we have the tape. Phil played it only 600 times again yesterday. We got the tape. The worst talk show he's ever heard is the Neil Rogers Show.
You can't play that tape too many times.
And the worst line I've ever heard was...
Only $50.
Right. Won't that be great the day he comes in? I got to do a break, by the way, because we're only here to get the spots in, okay?
We got distracted with Larry.
It was well worth it at twice the price. By the way, what is this? This is a bag of Neil Rogers 20 years.
Yeah, I got a blue button. Yeah, it's got your
from
picture
New
on
Age
it.
Design Graphics. Got my puss on the cover. That's a beautiful thing. 3196. Great. Thank you, guys, whoever that is. There's Boca Brian is in there. Look at that guy. Look at that shrimpy guy in there. And guitar man. Hey, I'll get to you. Just relax, okay? I didn't even recognize you with that schmutzy outfit you got on. Go buy some clothing, will you? So anyway, it's 11:27 at WIOD. Let me tell you about Lorenzo's. In fact, Lorenzo sent over, what did they send? There was a thing. Is that big cake from them?
Yeah, some Italian goodies.
And some Italian goodies and a huge cake. Thanks to all my friends, David and all the guys at Lorenzo's. They're the best. They got a big thing on veal this week. You can't beat their meat. They got Lorenzo's veal and fresh USDA prime beef loin sale. Veal cutlets only $3.59 a pound. Veal chops $2.49 a pound. Veal steak $2.09 a pound. Ground veal $2.29 a pound. Veal rollatini with ham and cheese 2 for $4. The beef loin specials like porterhouse ribeye for just $7.99 a pound. Top butt steak $3.99 a pound. I bet Larry would like that. Lorenzo's also has fresh farm raised Atlantic salmon steak only $6.99 a pound. And all the stuff for the Atkins diet, the great cheesecakes, the Boar's Head meats, all that great stuff waiting for you at Lorenzo's Market. You can't beat it with a stick. North Miami Beach, 163rd and Dixie, and Ben and Bob's in Weston in the prestigious Indian Trace Shopping Center.
News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
By the time I get through the next couple of minutes, she is going to have to pick every scab off that putrid, pus-filled body of hers, all right?
Nobody rips you better.
So I'm going crazy on this, yes, because this has got to stop. You make me sick, Pat, you bitch! God! How is it possible to be so stupid, Pat?
Nobody rips you an ass as good as Neil.
You idiot, you asshole, you.
Baby, he's the best.
Well, sing this, you fat slob. I'm going to take this cord and I'm going to shove it right up his ass, okay? And I'm going to shove this thing so far up his butt that he's going to be singing a different tune when I get through with him. Don't we have a longer cord than this piece of crap? Look at this. Look how short this damn thing is. We got 100 assholes running around this building. They can find another one besides him, although maybe not that big. Go get it out of there. Go pull a cord somewhere. Go do something. Pull what? In your case, a good question, okay? God.
Nobody rips you better.
Don't start looking once again, as always, to blame fat old Neil for whatever you're upset about. You disgusting, nauseating old slobs.
Nobody rips you an ass as good as Neil.
Old, crabby old bitches.
Neil, if you don't repent, you're going to split hell wide open.
Yeah, I'm going to split it wide open. You know, I'm going to split it wide open your skull with a mallet, you stupid old bitch. Ah! There we go. Now we're cooking. What did I just get through talking about? It was old bags. We don't want you, lady, okay? Go get some knitting out. Go find some crossword puzzles to do. Go get something. Okay, thanks, Anna Maria. There she is. A little Guitar Man is here. Bill O'Brien. Guitar Man's actually got his guitar. Just keep eating first, though, for a second or two. Who is this? This couldn't be Gregory Benjamin Budell, could it?
Hi, this is Asshole, and I listen to Sonny Fox so I can hear the word Neil Rogers once in a while.
Oh, all right. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing great.
Well, now, what's up? Now, here's the guy who can straighten out all these stories if he's permitted to speak. What's the deal?
Gary's coming to our station.
Gary? Gary Goose?
Gary, yes.
Yeah.
And that's the prevailing rumor, and...
That's the prevailing rumor?
I met him, by the way. I was one of the MCs for the Panthers preseason banquet in Boca.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, he is a nice guy, Rimmer, and he said to me, that Budell, he's the biggest asshole I ever met. No, he didn't say that. He said next to Denise Potvin, he's the biggest asshole. So you're going to OVV?
Well, it's now WCLB.
Well, whatever it is, makes no difference. Those nose pickers, they don't know from call letters.
For the meantime, I'm going to be the prime time of Fairbanks Communications. I'm going to do JNO and the country station. And I'm going to work with Gary.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be on JNO in the morning and the country station midday.
So Boy Gary's not doing a show?
Yes, he is. He will be working the morning show.
You just got through saying you're doing a morning show on JNO. Are you being like a little bit evasive here?
No.
You're doing a morning show with Boy Gary?
For a while.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be doing some other stuff. He's going to become the co-host.
The co-host with whom?
Jim Edwards. Is Skyler still there?
Yeah, why don't you just take Jim Edwards out and shoot him?
There you go. Yeah, Skyler said he's got a present for Jim Edwards. Yeah. So this sounds very bizarre, but of course
Listen how Greg's arguing now.
Yeah.
By the way, this is my first anniversary with JNO today, and March 1st is 17 years since my first show in South Florida.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Greg? I don't want to sound insensitive, but nobody cares. You didn't get no call from Larry King, Greg.
No, I didn't.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
What do you make of that?
It's shocking.
For the first time in 20 years, I will confess I'm totally speechless. I don't know whether to scream or eat Chiquita Banana. I don't know what to say.
I thought it was a fake. I really did.
I thought it was going to be Phil doing Larry King's voice, you know? And it was. There's no fooling with Larry King. I mean, you hear that voice, there is no question about it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt in my mind.
Yeah. And, of course, who else would be pompous enough to be calling from a plane on the way to L.A.?
So what should I expect from Gary Bruce?
Major asshole. No, not the worst.
Yeah,
Close to the worst.
You gotta understand.
If you want the worst, we'll introduce you to Steve Nickel, okay?
Hey, listen, I've already worked.
We'll introduce you to Steve Nickel if we can get him off the floor long enough to stand up. There you go. Let's have a drink. You know something? He's locked inside his office right now, celebrating my 20th anniversary by himself. He's having a little Henry Barrow party.
You gotta understand. I've already worked for David Ross and Steve Kane. Can anybody be worse than that?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
How'd you like all the nice things Steve-O said about me in a paper the other day? How'd you like that? Except for a couple of minor character flaws. I'm sorry I can't be perfect like you are, Steve, but I'm working on it, okay? I'm working to correct those minor flaws.
Well, listen, I got one request today.
Yeah?
Would you play that little piece of him going with that where he's stammering away? Because I love that.
Just tell me.
You don't mean Mr. Ego, do you?
Yeah.
See, isn't it interesting? Ranieri called in and Henry and the whole gang from Waxy. How come we haven't had a call from anybody over? Oh, that's because it's probably Paxson. Because I know that Steve would be just dying to call in over here.
Just tell me what your problem is.
Hey, listen, even Norman became a Christian for him.
Now, is Noodles... Yeah, right, sure. Is Noodles going to be on his show with you, too, or is...
No, this is just a thing.
It sounds like games.
Hey,
it sounds evasive to me is what it is.
Me? Evasive?
Yeah. And when you say, what should you expect from Boy Gary, does that mean you really haven't had the opportunity? Is he there yet?
No. As a matter of fact, I heard a story that one reason that it was taking him a while to get down was that there were no hotel rooms available in town to put him up in.
Yeah.
And that was delaying.
Or maybe there were none that would accept him, which sounds more likely to me. Well, I don't want you to go away. Will you hang on for a minute?
Yes.
Because I want you to speak. Your old friend has gone to take a leak or something even more serious. But I definitely want you to speak to you-know-who.
And who would that be?
Does that explain it to you? Hang on a second. Don't go away.
All right.
Please. Okay, where is he? Is he he's taking a something? Okay, probably a big one. Okay, let's, Mark Jacobson. Here's another superstar.
How you doing there, Neil?
Great. Boy, that new spot you guys got, that one really blows, Mark.
Well, thank you very much.
Although I do like it at the end where you got that thing screwed in through Don Cox's body. That's kind of good.
That is kind of good. I thought you'd like to be part of that commercial.
It's a good thing you lost some of the weight. You'd never gotten it all the way through them.
You're right about that. Hey, let me tell you something. Your mother was probably wrong. You do have a career in this radio stuff, you know?
Yeah, she's full of it. You know,
She was
she's just
dead
a
wrong.
professional catch, and she ought to enjoy that car I bought her at Kendall Toyota too, by the way.
That's right. And, I understand she is enjoying it, right?
She loves it.
Yeah.
She's got like one of those little old Yenta bows on the antenna too, so look out. Exactly, you know what I'm talking about.
This is quite a career you got going here. I mean, I'm listening to this on the radio, you know, on the telephone, waiting to get on.
Waiting to be
I'm
mentioned.
going to tell you something. It's pretty exciting stuff. What's this pus on the girl? I don't even really know what was going on because it caught me in the middle. But it did catch my interest, Neil.
The pus on the girl?
I don't know. It gives you something about the pus on the girl. I don't know, Pat or something.
I don't think it was pus. It may have been similar, but I don't think it was pus.
Well, you know, whether you like it or not, Neil, I'm going to call you every 20 years, and I'm just going to hound you to death.
Outstanding.
And,
you see who's in the other room? I'm sorry. Do you see who's in the other room? Do you see that? You're speechless. I understand.
Yeah.
I have somebody else who'd like to say hello to you.
Okay.
He's a very good friend of yours, and he's the former Fat Don Cox. He's now Thin Donnie.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to put him on the phone.
Tell him he better quit taking those pills, because every time he stands up, they keep falling out.
Again, my best. And we are looking forward to having you on Miami tonight, because every time we have you, everybody goes crazy.
That's why I'm screening my calls now.
By the way, thank you for the help, and thanks for making us number one here, and I'm glad you're number one.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, here's Don.
Okay.
Hold on.
Here's number one half.
Anybody that can put up with 20 years in this town on the radio.
Yeah, it's got to be
some kind of trophy.
It's got to either be brilliant or very stupid, one or the other.
Well, you know, we've both been called both.
Yeah, you've been called a few things, Cox.
Yeah, well, most of them were true.
Yeah, exactly. Most of which I can't say on the air.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Cox.
The caustic tongue.
Cox, how you doing?
Who's that?
It's the Bird.
Oh, hey, Bird.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So he drugged you out for the 20 years, too, huh?
Yeah, we drugged him.
Yeah, well, I knew Bird.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that to you, should I, Don? That was bad. It was just a bad play on words. We drugged him. That was bad. I'm just kidding, Don.
Yeah.
I knew he couldn't resist the opportunity to be back on the radio with you at any moment.
I don't think he's leaving. I think he's going to stick around for next week.
Don't say that. You're going to get people riled up in this building. Now, be careful.
He brought a sign that says, we'll cackle for food.
Well, he's done that before.
Yeah, he has. Very successfully, too.
Neil, seriously, happy 20th.
Thanks, Don.
You deserve all the adulation.
Okay.
All right,
and don't stand up too fast on that diet.
I won't.
Okay.
You don't have any of those cock suckers laying around there, do you?
We have an open line at Dave. So here he is. I'm back with Budell now.
Oh, hi, Greg.
Hi.
Try to control yourself just a little bit.
Who is this, Glenn?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
It just felt like a prick.
Hey, shall we share some Irene Richards memory?
She's in the building, Greg.
No.
As we speak, Neil is speechless.
I gotta go now.
Yeah, that's why Glenn was downstairs. It had that effect on all of us.
It really is Irene Richards.
Oh, my God.
What a day.
Incredible.
And then I heard a rumor that you're going to do country, Greg?
That's correct.
Man, is this a day or what?
It really is. Well, thanks for hanging on for that great conversation with the Bird.
Was it compelling and scintillating?
Hopefully your material in the morning will be a lot better than that.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Greg.
Ow!
See ya.
Bye.
I appreciate that. There's all this party going on out in the hall.
Is there? Yeah, Woody looks like he had a head start on it, too. Nice outfit there, Woody. Yep. So anyway, it's 19 till noon at WIOD. If I should talk about Kendall Toyota very briefly, because Mark Jacobson just did a spot anyway, right? They got one price selling.
I see.
Yeah, no dickering.
Interesting choice of words.
No haggling like Monty Python. You just go in there, the price is marked right on the windshield. What you see is what you get. Tercels as low as $89.95. Corollas from $10,995. Camrys as low as $13,995. Pickups from just $99.95. The lowest prices anywhere, and they're marked right there clearly for you in big, gigantic numbers in Inglés for you to see and drive out there with a happy smile on your puss. So instead of putting up with cranky salespeople and a bunch of songs and dances, head for Kendall Toyota on US 1 just south of Dayland, and be sure to tell Mark Jacobson, boy, that new infomercial really blows.
610 WIOD News is watching South Florida. We're watching the White House and Congress. We're poised for what happens next. The best news, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Boy, he sure hasn't lost it, has he? You ought to see the squeeze he just put on Irene here. Man, oh man.
Come on.
It's a miracle you can still breathe. Take some oxygen, some helium from one of those balloons before you pass out.
Knock it off.
Boy, did you put the squeeze on her, huh? Even Larry King never put the squeeze on anybody like that. So Woody Graber is here. What do you got for me, Woody? Hopefully something really good.
Oh, really, really good, really good.
Yeah.
If I might take some time. On behalf of my client, Martin Air Holland, the other Dutch airline that flies 7 days a week out of Miami International Airport, direct to Amsterdam, we'd like to congratulate you on your 20th anniversary in the South Florida radio market. You've consistently provided your listeners with a quality format that is reflected in your longevity and popularity. In honor of this accomplishment and in gratitude for all you have done over the years to encourage tourism to Amsterdam and Holland, Martin Air is proud to present you with...
Encourage tourism where?
To Amsterdam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Martin Air...
Come on, Woody, keep reading.
Martin Air Holland is proud to present you with 2 star-class tickets round trip to Amsterdam to be used at your agreed-upon date. And additionally, while you are in Holland, we'd be pleased to introduce you to Dutch radio. We are sure they have never heard anything like you before, or probably ever will again.
When do I start?
Whenever you can sign the contract.
Because they actually speak in English up there.
Yes, they do.
You'd fit right in.
Thank you, Woody. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful thing.
Don't you think
very happy to do that.
Don't you think you'd fit right in?
I would fit right in, yeah.
Be real happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
CD
good.
and Weedy, that would be great. Now, who we got on there now?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Now, you're going to be impressed by this.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Hey there, how are you?
Great, Gary.
And happy 20th to you.
Thank you so much.
And I hope that you still have some of those old suits for me because I knew that's how we worked well together.
Exactly.
Well,
I always dressed for success.
You did.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of those successful dresses still in my closet.
Yeah, well, bring them out. Bring them out. You look dashing in them. Don't you know who this is?
I can't place the voice.
Gary?
Oh, you can't place. Who's that? The Bird?
The Bird.
Hey, listen, Bird.
From
I helped
INZ.
make your entire career.
You did.
Don't you remember
Gary Lawrence?
On Zeta, we used to report when he used to drive in late in the morning, right there in the window.
Gary, it's been
Which
so
is just
long.
before he got blown out.
I haven't heard your voice in so long. I couldn't place it.
Well, that's quite all right. I'm sort of happy about that. Not really, Bird. Listen, you guys seem like
Gary.
a good time.
You take a shot at me.
Well, listen, look at all the shots, like Neil said, you guys took at me for all those years.
Oh, it was all in fun.
Absolutely right. So, Neil, it's 20
Wasn't
years.
it?
Yeah.
And I want to know...
think.
Go ahead.
Of course, the passage
I like
of
to hear
time.
all of my ex-employees, everybody we used to work with together keeps calling you up. Are they all working now?
Good question.
What was that? All his ex-employees?
Well, I heard Cox, I heard Udell.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They were all under your thumb. Now, listen, I want to congratulate you on a great job your traffic people are doing.
Well, I'm glad.
on all the other stations that have a brain. Huh?
I'm in a plane like now, like Larry.
Yeah.
So I'm flying over. I want to make sure that you got all the traffic.
Well, our traffic guy's not in a plane. He's in a broom closet.
All right.
And he's taking diction lessons as we speak.
I know that.
Or something to do with Dick.
So to speak.
Right.
All right.
Thanks, Gary. It's great hearing from you. And of course,
it's a pleasure talking to you, and you have another good 20 years.
And you owe us points for making your traffic look so good now.
Thanks a lot.
See you, Gary.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See,
right.
he has the Skywatch Metro, whatever that traffic thing was we had, and we just blew it off and put these people, these bozos on. Now, Maribel's not a bozo. She just can't speak in English. But the other guy's a real bozo.
I am impressed at that call. Very impressive.
Which one? Gary Lawrence?
Yeah.
Larry King?
Oh, well,
How about Greg Udell? Were you impressed by that call?
Man.
Randy. Now, Irene is making gagging. She's got her finger down her throat to her aspiratus.
this albatross that I could never...
He's like an albatross around your neck. That's what
They hate
Stanley
each
Dancer
other.
used to say.
Yeah.
Again and again and
Yeah.
again.
You just, it is true. Greg is like a bad penny. He just, when you think he's gone forever, he just keeps showing up again.
Yeah,
There's just
that's
something
true.
about it. When you think you finally have ridded your... Don't take it personal, Greg, unless you want to. I think he is over that phase, though, that bit about do they like me, do they hate me? I was on a golf course this morning, and there were 17 guys all playing, and I kept wondering, do they hate me? I think he's over that now.
Are you sure?
No. And just wait till boy Gary gets in over there. Oh, you talk about paranoia running deep.
Oh, man.
Heavy duty.
Man.
Wait till boy Gary comes up to you, Greg, and says, by the way, don't worry about that picture you were going to take for the yearbook here, the scrapbook, because you won't be here anyway by the time it comes out. Don't worry about any publicity shots because you don't need anybody because you won't be on here. That kind of stuff, to build your confidence. Just ask Randy about that, the goddess. She'll tell you. So anyway, it's 11 till noon at WIOD for the best and biggest selection of mattresses in Florida. There's one phone number you need. It's 1-800-MATTRESS. If you're tired of bouncing around doing whatever it is on that bumpy, lumpy mattress you got, just pick up the phone and call 1-800-MATTRES. Leave off the last S. It stands for savings. And you really save like big time. 60% below department store prices because you're buying warehouse direct. And they got all the top names. They got Serta Perfect Sleeper. They got Sealy Posturepedic, Simmons Beauty Rest. They got Dialopedic by Spring Air. And they also got a great selection of adjustable beds, too. So if you want to put your head down and to do whatever you're doing in peace and comfort, then pick up the phone and dial 1-800-MATTRESS. And don't forget, not only do you get same-day delivery, your new mattress is backed by a 30-day comfort exchange policy. If you're not happy, exchange it within the first 30 days. For the best prices, up to 60% below what you pay in those rip-off department stores. For the best selection and same-day delivery, pick up the phone right now. Call 1-800-MATTRESS, MATTRES. Okay, they said Steve couldn't make it because he was busy talking to old people, which is nothing new for him. But Norm Ken, now where the hell did Norm go? And Craig Worthing is here. Now, you do realize, by the way, they should be having a thing. We're giving them slide them a thing over there, and a microphone, too. You've been on the air in this market longer than I have.
Yeah, but you talk about old people. I'm the one who's labeled with old people, not Steve.
Yeah.
Your ego must have shot up even more after Larry King's call. That was a great call.
You've got some old people. I've seen his numbers, and he may be talking to old people, but a very select group of them, I'll tell you that. Small group.
But he said good things about you in the newspaper.
And I said good things about him. And
that's
true. I do respect the fact that he's taken like a non-existent facility there, and he's grinding out a living and doing a lot of trade-outs and got the baseball cards, and he's manipulated Alice.
He's doing great. The rest of us, he's doing great.
Well, you ought to be on during the daytime, but I don't want to start.
No, I belong. I like nights.
You
I
belong
really
out
do.
at night with all the... How do you manage with no signal to get bigger numbers than they have during the rest of the day, though, Craig?
Well,
See,
I'm
he's
just
laughing,
lucky.
nervous
I'm
laugh.
really
It's true.
lucky. No, I really am.
You're lucky that you got all those very loyal old farts. I mean...
that's all right. I don't mind. Those old farts have kept me in this market for 23 years.
I remember the day, and it was sad, too, because I had left. We worked together for 2 years at KAT, 2 great years. We had a tremendous time. And I left and went to WNWS. And I was listening to you one day when we just started over there on Flagler Street.
Right.
And I'm pulling up in front of the station, and you're going on in the air about old people. What's wrong with talking to old people, for crying out loud? Old people are the cream of the earth. They're the cream of the crop. What's wrong with that? We're all going to get old friends. What's wrong with that? And you were ranting and raving, and you were so upset because evidently somebody on ours, maybe I did it, maybe who knows, about KAT was strictly the Alta Cocker station, and there was nothing but a bunch of old people.
Had to be
and you were just foaming, and you went on and on and on. It was great. As long as I live, I'll never forget that.
But I had 5 great years at KAT. I really did. And I remember when you first came in.
So you were there... But yeah, you were there after. But how long were you there before I came? In 76?
I got there in the first March of '75, I guess, and I got fired after the new people came in. I lasted a year after the new people came in.
Yeah.
But I remember when you came in, and
by the way, Norm, you'll have to stay outside. This is for broadcasters only. Carvel, happy 20th. Thank you, Carvel. Thank you profusely. We love Carvel. We love Tom Carvel and all the Jewish owners.
You were making $215, I think, when you first came in, and I was making $400, and I was so proud of that fact. And here you are today. I think you're up there with some of the sports stars in your figures, and I'm still making the same amount of money. Yeah. That's why I'm down here to maybe mooch a couple of bucks.
Yeah, but you live frugally, and we got some free food here for you, so what the hell's wrong with that? I'm
on a diet, though, so I have to. You've done well. You look great.
I was thinking the other day about one day you were doing a spot about arching legs. The spot was supposed... You remember that? Do I have a memory or what? The spot was for some geriatric sponsor, and I'm in the studio. Craig is on the air, and he's doing a spot, one of these geriatric things for some quack product for people with aching legs. And he says, friends, if you have arching legs, and at that point we had a big window with these big drapes, remember, with drapes on it, and I was holding the drapes. I was laughing so hard I had to hold myself up from falling on the floor, and here's this poor man trying to finish the spot on the air, and just as red in the face as you are now, that's how red you were. The tears were rolling down your cheeks. It was great. You know, for $215 a week, it was at least a good time, you know?
Yeah. No, by the way, my daughter's in radio up in Albany, New York, and I was talking with her last night, and both my kids always loved you, but my daughter wanted to send along her congratulations as well to you.
That's great. You got two great kids.
I told her just stay off the air, although you proved the opposite.
With what?
Being on the air. I'm one of those people that tell people who want to go into radios, don't be a talent.
I always tell them that.
Do anything but be a talent. But again, there are people like you and the Howard Sterns of the world and the Larry Kings who prove just the opposite.
The Larry Kings.
That was a great call, by the way, though.
What do you make of that? What do you say?
I don't have a bald spot.
Yeah, well, what do you say after hearing that call?
Listen,
is the guy on acid or and I, you know something? And he will, when he's down here, his ego is big enough. He will come in here.
Oh yes. Well, I only met him once, and it was right here.
I know how to do a talk show.
Yeah.
I used to have a guy.
Yeah.
Tell me when I'm interrupting.
Misa horny.
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you done, Larry?
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I used to have a guy named Brother Ted Weitzel. Do you remember him? He was a faith healer.
Sure.
He used to come
Absolutely.
on.
Another one of your quack guys. Oh, here. Come on in, JC. Do you remember the movie The Boys in the Band?
Yes.
And they gave Harold his birthday present. Here, JC is my anniversary present. I'm taking him home. He doesn't know it yet. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Does he look like Brad Pitt or what?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you do. But anyway, go ahead.
So his
you want.
producer called me up and
Stick around during the news, JC.
Said that King wanted him on as a guest and be over here at 11:45. He was at midnight then. And I had my guest over here at 11:45.
Yeah.
And he came out and said he knew nothing about it and didn't want me, and he acted towards me like I was dung under his feet. That was my one meeting with him. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that sounds like you, Larry.
I think that Craig should get an apology for that.
I will not give it to you.
Okay. same old hard ass. But he calls on the phone. Are you familiar with the call that Phil Henry did? Phil made Larry look like an even bigger ass bigger than ever he has in his life. Okay, even than naturally, with that phone call with doing Bob Green's voice and crying on the air. This is like 3-4 weeks ago, and Phil's been playing the tape. It's like legendary from coast to coast. And on this tape, Larry says, Neil Rogers is the worst talk show host I ever heard in my life. Okay?
Right.
Very emphatically. And he goes on and on about, in fact, what did I do with that thing? We got it on tape all over the place. Where
anybody could do a Neil Rogers kind of show and say dirty words. That kind of broadcasting has appealed to a certain element that I do not desire to appeal to. What word did you say?
Asshole. So, and now he calls and kisses my ass, which goes to show you that there's not an ass that's been invented that Larry won't tongue.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think that he might not...
What are you laughing about, Norm? I heard the same about you, too, by the way.
Here, Norm,
anyway,
get over here.
Norm, stop following JC around, will you please? And look at who's here! Oh, my God. Now, you notice the timing of this? Great minds work alike. My 20th anniversary, and the day before, Sonny reopens the market. After all this travail and this trauma that this man has survived, when you leave here, if you want to pick up some great fruit, stop at the Sonny's. The best fruits in town are at Sonny's. So are you officially reopened now, or what?
Officially.
Look at that. The hair is the same. The red complexion is the same.